Welcome to howisolve.com. This is Neil. Welcome friends. Do you find spreadsheets challenging, or have you never used a spreadsheet based software before? If yes, then this video is for you. In this video, we will learn how to use Google Sheets step by step. So let's get started. The first step is opening the Google Sheet. This can be done using two methods. You can either go to Google Drive, which I'll show you right now. Over here, go to google.com/drive, click on go to Google Drive button. Then under here, click on this new button. Then you'll get the option to create a new Google Sheet over here. But if you already have a sheet like an Excel sheet, if you want to import that Excel file into Google Sheets, then that can also be done using Google Drive. For that, you have to upload that file. To upload the file, click on new and then click file upload. Over here, go to the location where your Excel file is saved. Over here, test sheet.excel. I'll upload it. It will show it's uploading. Upload has completed. So click on this file over here. Then here you at the top you will get the option open with Google Sheet. Click that and it will load, and now you should have this Excel sheet opened in Google Sheet. There can be one more scenario where you have a Excel file emailed to you on your Gmail account. So opening that is also very easy. Go to your Gmail, click on the email in which the Excel file is attached, then hover your mouse over the attachment, and then over here you will find this pencil icon. On hovering on that, it will say edit with Google Sheet. When you click on that, it will again open that Excel file in the Google Sheet. You can also create a new Google Sheet by going to the Google Sheets homepage, that is google.com/sheets. Over here, click on go to Google Sheets. On this page, get a list of templates as well as a blank option. So if you want to use a particular template, you can select from the list given. I'll choose a blank template for this guide. Okay, once you open the Excel file, at the top you will see the name of the file. In my case, since this file has been created just now, it's showing untitled spreadsheet. So this is the file name. You can rename the file by just clicking on that. So I'll do that right now. I'll name it task tracker. Hit enter to change the file name. Okay, over here next to the help, you saw that it changed the status from saving to all changes saved in Drive. This indicates all the file changes are saved in the Google Drive, so you no longer need to be worried about losing your unsaved data, since as soon as you do any change, Google Sheet would save it in your Google Drive. This feature I like the best. Now let us begin this tutorial by learning about some terms and concepts that are basic to a spreadsheet program. Knowing these basic concepts would greatly reduce the learning curve. So let us start. The basic building block of a spreadsheet is cell. Can you see the rectangular box over here? Here. All these are cells. So what is a cell? A cell is where your data resides. This cell over here, which is highlighted with a blue border, this one, this is a special cell. This blue border signifies that this is the currently selected cell. So what does that mean? Anything you type right now would be saved in this particular cell. So let's say we type hi. This is a cell. So as you saw, when you typed, all the entry went inside the cell. So next question would be, how do you change the currently active cell? So the easiest way or the most intuitive way would be to use your mouse. So using your mouse, hover it over the cell over which you want to select and then left click on it. So let's say I left click over here. So now the currently selected cell has changed. Now if you type anything on your keyboard, it goes in this cell. Okay, now how do you get out of a cell? Okay, this is one way of changing the current cell. There is one more way, and this is quite handy if you are entering data in a vertical order. So once you are inside a cell and you want to go to the cell that is directly below it, you just have to hit enter. So as you saw, the selected cell changed to a cell which is just below that cell, and again enter. So every time you do that, the selected cell shifts downwards. This is quite handy if you are entering vertical data. Now similarly, if you want to enter data horizontally, use the tab key. Tab, and the selected cell shifts to the right side. tab. Okay, now we will cover some basic operations on a cell. Suppose you want to copy the data from this cell to a different cell. So select this cell by clicking on that and then press Ctrl C, and then again click on a cell over which you want to copy the data. Let's say I want to copy it over here, so I click and then press Ctrl V. So this just copied the data from that cell to this new cell. There's one more operation that you can do, is cut and paste. So to cut an item, you have to press Ctrl X. So I'll cut this item that I just pasted by pressing Ctrl X, and now you saw the borders changed. This indicates that this particular item is going to be cut. So once you paste this, the data from here will shift to this new cell, like that. So this was cut and paste. So firstly you saw copy and paste, and now you saw cut and paste. Okay, now since you know these basic operations, there is one more important aspect of cell that you have to keep in mind. That is, each cell sheet can be uniquely identified by address. For example, this currently selected cell, if you look at the top, you will see A is being highlighted, and in the left side you can see 3 is being highlighted. This means that this cell is A3. If you change the selected cell to this, now E is being highlighted and 4 is being highlighted. So this cell is E4. This comes very handy when you use formulas, and this allows you to reference a particular cell in that formula. We'll be looking into formulas later on in this guide. Okay, now let's move on to groups of cells. Since now we know what a cell is, if you look carefully, this entire document looks like a big table. If you scroll down using the scroll bar over here, you see the rows keeps on increasing, and if you just scroll to the bottom, you see the 1000 rows in this table, and you can add more if you want. Similarly, if you scroll horizontally, you will see there are several columns, and the last column is Z. Again, you can add more columns if you want. Any spreadsheet consists of rows and columns. You can do operations on rows and columns also, but for doing operation you first have to know how to select them. So to select a row, it's quite simple. Just move your mouse pointer over the row number. Like I want to select this 4th row, so I'll move it over 4 and then I'll left click. As you can see, the entire row got highlighted. This means that this entire row has been selected. So you can do all those operations that you could have done on a cell, that is cut, copy, paste. Similarly for a column, bring your mouse pointer over the column number over here, let's say D, and left click. Now this column is selected. Again you can do copy, paste and cut. Okay, by right clicking on the column header over here, you'll get some options like cut, copy, we have already discussed. You can also insert a column either side of the selected column. So you can insert a column to the left side. So if I click here, insert one column towards the left, you saw the column got shifted to the left because a new column got added over here. Again, if you want to insert a column towards the right, similarly a new column again got inserted. This entire cell got shifted one column towards the right. Similarly, you can insert rows below and above the selected rows. So select a row and then right click and then click insert one above. Similarly, right click, insert one below. That's the way for adding rows and columns to a sheet. You can also delete the selected column by again right clicking and then selecting delete row, like that, or delete column. Similarly, select the column that you want to delete and then right click and select delete column. There is one more operation that is quite useful in case you did some mistake and you want to revert to the previous one. That is Ctrl Z, that is undo. So if you press Ctrl Z, the previously deleted column reappears, and you can again redo things by pressing Ctrl Y. As you saw, the column got deleted. So this is also quite useful operation. Now we will cover one more concept, that is range. Range is a section of a column or a row or both. So what I mean by that is this can be called as a range. This consists of column C and D, and it is on row 3. So this is a range. This is also a range. This consists of several rows and columns C, D, E. So like a cell, a range can also be referenced. That means each range has a unique address. So if you want to know the address for this selected range, it is given by the top left corner cell name and the bottom right corner cell name. So this range is named C2 colon E14. C2 E14 is the name of this range. This also is very useful when we'll be using formulas. Now let's see how we can add more than one sheet. Google Sheet starts with a single sheet. If you go down here you will see sheet 1. If you want to add another sheet, click on this plus icon over here. This will add a second sheet. Want to add one more, again press the plus icon. Okay, to remove them, click on this arrow icon over here and then select delete. It will ask you to confirm your operation. Click OK and the sheet got deleted. Sheets are pretty useful when we have different kinds of data that we want to keep it in a single file but still want to keep it separately. So in that scenario, we can keep different types of data in different sheets. You can also name the sheets so that it's easier to organize your data. You have to just double click on the sheet name that you can see at the bottom. So if you want to rename the sheet 1, double click on sheet 1 and then type your own name. I'll say test sheet, hit enter to save. So that's it. Now this is a test sheet. You can remove this sheet also. Okay, now we will look at the top. At the top you have got the traditional menu that any software has: file, edit, view, insert, format, data tool. And at the bottom there is a toolbar, which basically are shortcuts of all the operations that are already present in the menu. So these are commonly used operations and I'll show you with an example how to use these features. Let us say we want to create a daily task tracker. Okay, so first of all I'll clear this Excel sheet. To do that, I'll select all the columns by pressing Ctrl A and then pressing delete. This will clear all the columns. Okay, one thing I missed: how to edit values in a cell. Well, it might look straightforward to you, but it's a bit different in a sheet. So let's see, we have this value. This is cell 1 and let's say I want to change this to cell 2. So if you directly select that cell and just start typing, what it will do is it will completely erase the value inside the cell and it will write it afresh. But instead of that, you want to just edit a particular number. So to do that, what you have to do is you have to double click on the cell instead of single click. That will bring your cursor inside the cell value and now you can delete or edit whatever character that you want to edit in the cell. I want to just change the cell 1 to cell 2. After you have changed the value, hit enter to save it. If you do not want to save the value, then you just have to press escape. That will not save the changes that you made in the cell value. There's also one more thing that we missed. That is the formula bar that you can see over here just below the toolbar. The formula bar shows the value of the cell that is currently selected, or if the cell has formula inside it, then it will show the formula, and it's mostly useful in that scenario. Okay, we will be using this later on. I'll show you how to use that. Okay, now we will go to the example that I had spoken later. We'll create a daily task tracker. Let's create the first column, that is, we'll name it task. To go to the next column, just hit tab, then we'll enter some date. Let's say 14/1/2016, as 14 January 2016. Then next date we'll add 15 January 2016. Okay, and then we'll add a total column, TOTL. Okay, under the task column I want to add some types of tasks. Let's say the first task we create is exercise, and now I want to add one more data just below it. For that, hit enter. Let's say hit enter. Let's say play, hit enter, and add daily rituals. Daily rituals. Hit enter. Now I'll add some hours. On 14th Jan we did 2 hours of exercise, so I'll add here 2, and we walked for 5 hours and we played for 6 hours, and the daily rituals took us 4 hours. Similarly, I'll add some data for 15th January also. Here I want to create a total showing me total amount of hours that have spent on exercise. For that, I'll use a formula. This is a very simple formula. It's called sum. So there are multiple ways of adding a formula to a cell. I'll show you by using the formula bar. So for that, move your mouse pointer over the formula bar and click on it, and then type equals and type sum, SUM. Autocomplete showing you the formula. Click on sum, then it will ask you for what all columns you want to sum. let's say I want to sum this range. Close the formula, hit enter. So now you want this formula to get replicated down. For doing that, just have to bring your mouse pointer over to the square box that you can see on this corner, and when you bring your mouse pointer to that, your pointer would change to a cross. When it's changed to the cross, left click and drag your mouse pointer downwards. What this will do, it will autocomplete and it will replicate the same formula, changing the ranges. So what I mean, I will show you. When you are at the last task, leave the mouse pointer and the sum will automatically populate. So what happened was, as you can see in the formula bar, the sum formula is showing the range, and this range is C3 to D3, and if you go down, the sum formula remained the same but the range changed. So this is built into the sheet algorithm. As soon as you drag the formula from top cell to a bottom cell, the ranges inside also shifts downwards. Similarly in the next row and in the last row. Okay, now I want to add one more row below the play task. To do that, you have to select the row by clicking on row number 5 and then right clicking and then click insert one below. Okay, I will insert sleep. Okay, hit tab. Let's say I'll enter 7 5. Now as you saw, this formula didn't get updated when I inserted one more row over here, so we'll have to again autocomplete it by doing like this. Now it's working. Now I want to add one more day, so I'll add one more column. To do that, I'll select E and then right click and select insert one column towards the left. Oh yeah, I'll name it 16/1/2016. Now one more nifty feature of sheet is if you just want to find out the sum of a selected group of cells, just select them and at the bottom you should see the sum. By clicking on this, you will be able to see also the average, minimum, maximum count. Okay, now I will just add a header, task, tracker. We'll do some formatting, like we'll bold these total figures. To make them bold, select all of them, and to select them you can use either your mouse, but a simpler way would be to use shift and then the down arrow key. So press shift and then press down arrow key, and when you are done, unpress shift and then just click on this bold icon over here. That will make them bold. Okay, this I want to increase the font size. Select the cell and then click on the font size that is being shown over here. Let's say make it 24. Okay, now this, as you can see, the column size is bigger than what I require. So to resize the column to on the basis of the content size, you just have to bring your mouse pointer to the top, the border of the column, and then when the mouse pointer turns to a double-sided arrow, double click. That will resize the column based on the content size. To do it to all the columns simultaneously, select the entire sheet by pressing Ctrl A and then bring your mouse pointer to any of the column boundaries, and then again when the pointer turns to a double-sided arrow, double click. Okay, so this is looking a bit weird because of the size of this task tracker. So to make it look nicer, what we can do is you can merge these two cells so that it doesn't take up a lot of space. So to merge them, just select the cells that you want to merge. For that, again press shift and then using the arrow key, press the right side arrow key. That will select D and E. Let's say we want to merge D, E and F. So I'll select F, and then over here in the toolbars you will find this merge cell option. Just click that, and that will merge all these three columns. Okay, we can bold all these column headers also. For that, again select the cell and then use shift right and bold them. I'll just make this a bit in the center like that. Now I want some borders for this table, so I'll just select this entire table using the mouse pointer, and then I'll click on this border icon over here. Use the drop down arrow here to show you multiple options. So I just want the outline, so I'll select this. Okay, and now in this I want all the borders, so I'll just click again on borders, then I'll select all borders. Okay, for the columns I want just the right and left side borders so that you can identify what all columns are there. This is correct. Okay, now To make it look better, I'll just do the alignments properly. These numbers I'll make it in the center aligned. So select all these cells and then click, select all these cells and then click on center in this alignment icon over here, and then I'll select center. Now it looks much better. I'll do similarly for the total header also. Now we'll click on this explore button over here at the bottom right corner. Bring your mouse pointer, it will show you explore. Click on that. What this will do is it will analyze, Google Sheet will analyze your data, and then based on it, it will suggest visual elements or some modifications that will make it look much better. Like it's suggesting some kind of formatting, like color formatting. So let's see, we'll select this. So it makes a gray, black and white kind of profile. I'll go with blue. Now that looks quite good. Okay. Also it will suggest some charts and bar graphs. So let's see this. Now to insert this chart onto your spreadsheet, just click on that and drag it to your spreadsheet. There you go. And this helps you visualize your data pretty well. And just position it much in a better way, like that. Okay, now this sheet looks almost complete. Now you can do multiple things with that. You can save it as a local Excel file. So for doing that, go to the file menu, click on that, and then select download as. Here it shows different options: Excel, open document format, PDF. So I'll select Excel. So it will convert this sheet to an Excel sheet, and you can then open it locally on your computer using Microsoft Excel. You can also share it with your colleagues. For that, you can either click over this share button over here, enter the email address of your colleague. I'll just add my own email address, and then you can decide what kind of permissions you want to give to that particular person. So for deciding that, click on this icon over here, and as you can see, there are three kinds of permission that you can give: can edit, can comment, or can view. So we'll just give a view permission like that, and on clicking send, an email will be sent with the link to open this Google Sheet. You can also add comment to any cell. So for that, select a cell and then right click and then click on insert comment. This looks interesting. Okay, like that. You can also make a copy of this Google Sheet by clicking on file and then make a copy over here. It will ask you for a name for the document and the location where you want to save the copy of this sheet. You can also print it. So I'll just bring the print icon. You can either select it from the file option or just press Ctrl P. Over here it will provide you a couple of options. I'll select this no grid line option. Others are fine. Repeat row headers and for each page. Depending on your requirement, you can check them or uncheck them. So I'll just select that. Layout also, click on print and just see the print preview. So here, this is how it will look. Okay, I hope this video helped you, and if yes, please spread the love, like, share, subscribe, comment on the video. At howIsolve.com, we provide you with the latest updates on technology, tutorials, tips and tricks, troubleshooting guides, and much more. You can get regular updates from our channel by subscribing to it, so please do subscribe. Thanks for watching, friends. See you later. Bye.